Okay, I think that's good. So if you guys can't tell, I'm recording this directly after the channel intro video, but just figured I'd throw this up. So I imagine after watching that, the first question that a lot of you have is what's wrong with the shoulder? And so I just wanted to kind of give like a little bit of that story really fast. So overall, and knock on wood, I have a wooden desk that I've got this phone propped up on. I've had really healthy shoulders. I credit a lot of that to just warming up, but also John Meadows. I've been following a lot of his programs over the years. And usually, when you would shoulder press in any of his programs, it would come after either chest pressing first, so that area would be warm, or doing laterals, rear delts, whatever. So, like I said, overall pretty healthy shoulders. Yeah. Anyways, so it was actually last week. I was training legs. Yeah, legs hurt the shoulder on leg day. Embarrassing. But I went in the gym, was feeling fine. Was in a bit of a crunch because I was going to meet one of my buddies at a men's group after. But we, yeah, it was our first time going. So I was trying to make sure I wasn't late or anything. So I was like, all right, just smash legs, get in, get out, done. So first thing was a standing leg curl. I'm running Gamma Bomb by Mountain Dog. Highly recommend going and checking out John. If you're here, you probably know who John Meadows is. But go check out his programs channel. Like you're gonna hear me throughout this. Give a lot of credit to him. But yeah, so running Gamma Bomb by him, and the first thing was his standing leg curl. It was fun. It was just like 6 sets, really hammering the hammies, and then jumping into a hack squat. So I want to see if I can't get a picture of it, maybe to go like right there. I'm not really good at the editing yet, so we'll see about that. But I think we can make that happen. So, anyways, using the hack squat, and it's an Icarian hack squat, and I used to train at a gym back in Tennessee that had it, and so very familiar with the piece. Normal. A lot of my good buddies know that I love to load that thing up and go to failure and beyond. But anyway, so 1 plate fine, 2 plate fine, 3 plate fine, and I'm feeling good. Things are starting to get going, and so toss the fourth one on there. And the Icarian is one of them where like it's the handles start out here, so you have to bring them in tight to kind of almost like free the machine from hitting the stops. And as it's going down, first rep slow. That's not a good sign when the first one's slow. It's like, oh, okay. So first one, go down slow. Second one, we go down slow. Looks like I'm controlling the up when I was firing out of the hole and it was that slow. And then the third one, I'm like, all right, we got this, Put the necklace in the mouth. Some of the people who know me see it. Necklace in the mouth, like trying to go. Sometimes I'll tap into that side. And go down for the fourth rep. Or maybe it was the third one. And I have these AirPod Maxes that I wear, and the music was loud in the gym. I had my music all the way up. The noise canceling AirPod Maxes. And honestly, the only sound I can compare it to was, and I was like, oh, dude. And so I'm fortunate. My sister, who's a nurse, I called her right away, and I was like, I can get it over my head. I can get it to here. I can get it back there. And so I thought we were fine. And I'm like, no rotator labrum, right? And she's like, yeah, you're probably fine. Like if you can lift it over your head, then it's not one of those two. So I'm thinking that I'm fine. So out of nowhere, I start, I'm like, that's it on hacks. Like, shoulders not feeling right. Let's just jump on to the next thing where it's not top down. And so I go to grab the plate off. I forget which side it was, but doesn't matter. Anyways, grab the plate off one of the sides and like reach out for it. Oh man, I was on the ground in pain. And so I'm like, what's happening with that? And then it turns out I didn't think anything of it that night. Ended up making it to the group for you, those of you guys who are wondering. I was kind of just dealing with like some discomfort, kind of working through it, and eventually got to the point where I was trying to get out of my chair while I was there, and I almost like pressed with my left side. Bad, bad, bad. Remember, it's first time, so I'm trying to not embarrass myself in front of all these dudes. And I almost screamed in pain from how bad it was. So, anyways, all that being said, next morning, wake up, go to urgent care. Got a shot for it, got some medication. Hopefully, it's a short recovery. But they did say it's a pretty significant shoulder sprain, which is nice because no surgery is required. However, she did say that there may be a little bit of a tear in between the pec and the chest, which would explain why it's difficult to almost like press out of places, but I'm able to flex my pec, so I don't necessarily think the pec is detached or anything like that. Anyways, yeah. So what was I saying? Shoulder, pec. It's kind of hurting, just tied in through there. She told me it's probably going to be 3 to like 5 weeks full recovery. She also told me that as soon as I start to train my left side again, I got to go with a lightweight, and that for me, whatever I think is a lightweight, I probably need to cut it in half because this thing is only going to get worse if I rush it back too soon. But at the same time, I'm not going to shy away from the gym and plan on like getting some videos for you guys of what I'm doing on the days when I can't train my left side. Anyways, later down the line. So yeah, that's kind of the injury. Unfortunately, it sucks. I really was like starting to get into a groove of training again. Things were going good. Trying to get cut up a little bit right now. And yeah, you can see the double chin. But anyways, we're still going to try to stay on plan as much as I can. Just still do cardio, can still eat meals, can still train legs, can still train the right side of the body. It's just, if you guys see any pictures of me the next time I'm at the beach and the left side looks a little bit smaller, don't be saying anything. But anyways... yeah, so that is that. That's kind of a little bit about my injury. And so make sure you're warming up your shoulders on leg days, people. So otherwise you don't have a bad story like me. But yeah, that is how I got my injury. And hopefully in 3 weeks I'll be back to it. But that is all. That concludes video number 2.